This is Tom with Thomas Andrews Small Business Advisors. You can check us out, www.thomas-andrew.org. It is Friday, which is one of my favorite days of the week. Not because we're getting ready to roll into the weekend for a couple of days of relaxed work, but Fridays are the day that I have dedicated a couple of hours each week in whatever city we happen to be in to make, I'll be honest and call them cold calls. But they're very non-invasive cold calls. It's simply a pop into an economic development organization, a chamber of commerce, a Main Street organization, or a small business I happen to be curious about, just to share very briefly, like 2 minutes, what we do, who we are, how we can help, or if we can help. And oftentimes, again, those are just very brief conversations. Sometimes they yield something, sometimes they don't. But more times than not, that quick introduction tends to lend itself into a much greater conversation about something specific going on within the community or within that business, or maybe they say that they're doing well, but they know that their neighbor is struggling with XYZ business issue. So it yields another potential prospect. But anyway, there's great little messages, great little opportunities to go out and talk to folks. And talking to folks should give you energy within your business, because everybody you talk to can be the next potential client or know your next potential client. So it's very important to do that from time to time. And I know how easy it is in the digital age just to shoot off an email or a text or some sort of marketing blitz. But those interpersonal reactions, however brief, still can be very impactful. Now, one thing I've noticed though, is that I am breaking the threshold to many of these organizations, these membership organizations. So the chambers, the EDOs, the Main Street organizations. And very rarely does anyone from that organization attempt to turn that situation around or say, would you like to join our organization? Now, I know very few EDOs, chambers, or Main Streets that don't need additional revenue or additional members. They're always looking for those two things, revenue, members. I am standing in their doorway. I am standing in their office, and 99% of them do not say, would you like to join this organization? You willingly walked into our facility. Would you like to join us? And frankly, the answer from me is probably going to, most of the time, be yes. But they very rarely try to turn that around. Even though I'm not there doing a hard sales effort. It's really more of an introduction. So it's almost unfair to call it a cold call. But even though I am there expressing an interest in their organization, they very rarely turn it around and say, would you like to join us? So the lesson of this is never negate an opportunity to sell the seller. It's not that hard. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful weekend. It is Friday. It is a kind of gloomy day here in Kansas City. Next week, we are rolling out a fantastic new offering dealing with technology that I think is just going to be fabulous. We're rolling that out in Las Vegas first, then it will hit Phoenix and Kansas City. But we look forward to sharing a little bit more about that next week. Again, Tom with Thomas Andrews Small Business Advisors. Check us out, www.thomas-andrew.org. We would love to be on your team.